Hello, my fellow Patagonians, it's your boy Mario Fama RD, aka Yo Soy Blanco, pero no soy banco. So just a quick thought today, with everything that's going on in Sousa, and people talk about investment, and they're saying businesses that are invested in the place, what kind of investments are going to come. And I just want to clarify what an investment is, right? When you want to make an area better, you want to invest. What you do is you invest money and you make the place look really, really nice. And then a bunch of other people do the same thing, and that creates a really good area where people want to go, drink, eat, have fun, whatever it is. Like you go to Cabarete and you see they invested in a place called Aura. I use that place as one of the places that I've seen there. Super modern, always packed, full of Popi Dominicans and expats or whatever. They charge more, let's say, than other places around them there, but the way they invested into their business and what they offer, their menu's a little bit different, and the things that they do attract a lot of people that normally might not have went there dressed like that and spent like that in that area. So in the Sousa area, a lot of people said, well, there were people who invested, and I'm sure there are some. You see some of the restaurants, they're really nice, you can tell people put money into their places. But they're also, let's be honest, there are a lot of people who thought they were investors, but they didn't invest shit. They put a hole in the wall with sloppy plastic chairs, and they had food that looks like prison food from El Salvador. That's not an investment into the community. You can't expect for an area to do well, for people to want to go in that area, for people to want to go and spend money, when at least half, if not more, of the restaurants look like pure shit. They look like jailhouse fucking, chow halls. Just little tunnels, plastic chairs, horrible food, horrible plating. I mean, I wouldn't even feed that shit to my kid. And people are like, oh, it's a restaurant. That's not a fucking restaurant. That's a chow shop. You know what I mean? That's a cafeteria, or whatever the case be. So when you are going to see people investing, and there are people who have invested, who have nice venues and spent money on their business, now what happens is when you get rid of what you call the I don't even know what to call them, the vultures with their shitty little businesses. I'm a business person myself. I have to invest all the time. I've taken massive losses in investment. I've had a restaurant, and I lost $80,000 as a whole having a restaurant in Sousa before. So I know what it's like to invest. I'm not just talking out of my ass. I invest all the time. I just invested right now in an office. I don't work from home. Everywhere where I go, I open up an office. I get furniture. I do things. I invest money, and I have nice places where people work. Why? I could have just had a white box with like 3 chairs in there and say, oh, I invested, whatever. No, I spent money. I did paneling. I did floors. I'm putting in furniture. I'm doing all these different things because I invest in the business. So when you have an area and people actually invest money and make the places look nice, what's going to happen is it's going to do well for everybody. That's going to bring the economy up. That's going to bring people. They're going to say, hey, should we go to this nice place or that nice place or this nice place or that nice place? Those people will be able to have choices. They don't have choices if most of the places look like crap. They just don't, and they're not going to want to be there. So now finally I think you're going to have a chance to get better businesses and people who actually invest, and you're going to see a huge change in the crowd over the next 1 to 3 years. That's what I think.